Good evening. We will start now. My name is Muhammad, and today we are starting a new session of our English circles here, Out and About. I already told you about the goal of this circle. It is about improving English and not to be afraid of making mistakes and to improve your courage in speaking foreign language. Okay? So we will be doing this today. So we have many new members today, I think. Who's here for the first time? Raise your hand, please. You see? You're not alone, so almost everyone. Okay, so we will start by, let's say, quickly introducing ourselves, okay? But since we are too many, we won't switch places this time. Okay? So everyone will be with the person next to them. But if the person next to you came with you, your pair will be the other person from the other side. Okay? So you get to know new people. And it's more interesting this way, I think. Okay? So we will be introducing our partners. Like, for example, I will be saying, this is Muhammad, and anything about him that he wants everyone to know. And after that, we will do interesting thing, which is, you will ask this person about things that are only about this person. For example, let's say that it can be anything, something rare or something usual. Like, for example, somebody like his car broke today. But the thing is, we would be guessing which one of you did that. So after you introduce this person and they introduce you, you will be telling us, like, for example, one of us today had an accident, okay? Or one of us fell from the second floor a few years ago and they didn't break anything, for example. Okay? So, things like that. And then we will guess which one of you is that. Okay? Do you think this is...
Yes.
Muna, do you think this is interesting?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, that's just a quick start for us. So we start a little bit with practicing our English, okay? So I think it will be like you two, and so on, okay? So we will just like spend 3 minutes, I think. It would be enough. So we will have time to do other things, okay? Okay, Shayma. Saadi.
She had her partner, so
Okay, so I will be yours.
it's a good idea.
So we know how to introduce each other, I think. So I already told the thing about the broken car.
Yes. They will be confused
Okay,
about
so-
who is that one.
Okay, so let's confuse them. Ask them who is the Tubasi, because I'm whiter than you.
I guess so.
Okay, you will be in pairs with the person that you didn't come with, so the other way, and you will be introducing your partner to everyone. After that, you will be telling us something about one of you, but we have to guess which one of you, about which one of you is it, okay? Clear, everybody?
Yeah, me clear, but most of the people came all the time and they are shy just to speak. So
Don't be shy. So start with your partner, make him...
Yeah, but
So-
I'm trying to push him to speak, but he doesn't like to speak, I believe. Yes?
Okay.
Let's make it as a group. It's better, or split us.
Huh?
Okay, who likes to speak?
Okay, so the person next to you. Are you here to listen or to speak today? It's okay if someone wants only to listen, just say it, so we know that we don't include you in... Okay, that's you. Okay, there, so quiet. Just get to know the person and introduce them later. You don't have to do the whole thing. You just tell us, for example, this is Ahmad and he's engineer and... Okay, so I think it's getting... Okay, so what they have to guess. Let's say about the occupation. Let them guess who's the doctor, who's the teacher.
Okay, good. Good idea.
Who's what else?
I think they will guess that you are the doctor because of your glasses.
Not necessarily. Huh? Just tell him.
Your name, your profession, what do you like?
Yeah. Yeah. No, so far simple. Keep it simple. So let's count. Without the guessing part. Dalia is distracting everyone. Okay, so I think it was enough time for everyone. More than enough. Okay, then let's start. Who wants to start first? Ah, wow. Okay.
My
Good.
partner's name is Ahmed. He got his master's degree from Philadelphia University. He got his master's degree. He studied computer science.
Interesting. And who's this?
My partner named Shadab.
Please try to tell everyone, because they don't listen. Because they can't hear you. Because you speak only in one direction. I'm sorry, but just a notice.
My partner name is Shadab. Shadab. She is certified as quality consultant.
Oh. Okay, so what should we guess about you two? Or you didn't do that?
No.
Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, nice to meet you both. Okay, so who wants to go next? Okay,
We'll
Shaima.
talk about two partners, Ruqayya and Ahmed. Ruqayya, she is a computer engineer, and Ahmed, he is a manager in a company which takes for medical field something.
Okay, so we don't have to guess also anything here.
We should guess.
Like, that's what I told you. Like,
The next step.
Tell us next.
okay, so for a change,
Ah.
so you guess. This is Muhammad. I'm Muhammad also. So one of us is a teacher, and the other one is a doctor. But whoever knows, don't say. That's for the new people. For the new people, who do you think? Who's who?
Muhammad is the teacher.
I told you.
Why?
They will know.
You are the
Why?
Because you teach us. Why? Why?
Split.
Wow, you're right. The glasses. Okay, so that's how I wanted it to go a little bit, but it's okay. So how about you, you two?
She's Mona. She works for an NGO, and she's been working for like 6 months, I think. And she used to work for a shipping company, and she's a nice person to talk to.
My partner is Ahmad.
It's okay. He was looking at your badge, by the way.
He's a freelancer coach.
Hmm?
Really? Yeah.
That's the secret.
And he's fluent in English.
Okay, who wants to go next?
Just like that.
Uh-huh.
I would like to introduce both of them.
Okay.
This guy is Omar. He works as a PR.
Mhm.
He's 26 years old. This guy is Musa. He's 24 years old. I believe my name is Hashim. I believe they don't like to speak.
Okay, what,
Just there's something interesting.
uh-huh.
One of us got graduated last week.
I think Hashim.
My name is Hashim.
You're Hashim. Sorry. I can't read, like, you're too far
Yeah,
for
sorry.
me. Musa. I think Musa.
Yeah, it should be. Because this guy is working as a PR.
Yeah, exactly. I forgot about that, but he looks younger.
To work as
That's a
PR.
good compliment.
I have a question. Okay, so what's PR?
Public relations.
So that's like a job. I don't know, like I have like other short like names for other
Medicine.
things.
Medicine.
Yeah, so I was like, no, not PR. PR is like something you don't want to know. Okay, so who wants to go next? Okay, Farah.
Yes. My partner's name is Maria. She's a stay-home mom with 3 kids. She has a BA in English literature. And she hates animals.
Hates what?
Animals!
Animals.
Yeah. She's scared
Oh.
easily.
She's scared, but she don't.
Perhaps she doesn't hate it.
Oh.
She doesn't like it.
Hmm. Yeah, that's different thing. Like when you see a cat, you don't curse at it, right? Right? You don't yell at cats everywhere and dogs.
I run away.
Okay. That's another thing.
The first question, why you are recording?
We're live,
For live on what?
Facebook, but it's only casting me, yeah, not you guys. So don't worry.
It's weird.
So nobody knows like who's
Who's
saying
here?
what.
Okay, my partner is Farah. She works HR in Arab tech company. She graduated from likes cat very much.
That's the huge difference between you two. Okay, and there.
He's Miran.
Hmm.
Okay. He's studying to be a pharmacist. Okay. He's 20 years old and he's 22.
Still young, still young.
He's fluent in English.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
okay. So,
And he's from Iraq. Yeah.
My partner's name is Nursan. She's a psychologist, and when I told her I was 22, she said, "Wow, you're so small." She must be bigger than me a lot.
okay, and you too.
I'm Saga.
Mhm.
Partner is Ali.
He finished national, right? Yes. I was trying to get to know more, but we got distracted. So.
Okay, so each of you would be introducing himself. Let's do that. Okay, so Ali, right?
Ali.
Uh-huh. So tell us something about yourself, if you want.
My name is Ali Rashidi.
Mm-hmm.
I am age 29 years.
Mm-hmm.
I am executive director for Civil Society Foundation, Iraqi. I am studying master degree for sport and leadership in University Yarmouk. Yarmouk University.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so since we're done with introducing each other and getting to know each other, we know a little bit. So let's go with the topic. If you're okay with it. We'll see. Okay, I had this idea about and since we talked about each one of us, what they do for a living, and let's speak about jobs. Okay? So what is the best job you think, and what is the worst job? Like for you or in general? Like I read about this. I read about this one job, which I think is one of the best jobs in the world, is to test jacuzzis. So they bring you jacuzzi home, you just try it, and then you tell them how good it is, and then you get paid for that.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think that's one of the best jobs ever.
Yeah. If you taste food.
There's this tasting chocolate thing, right?
Chocolate.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you can taste chocolate and they pay you for tasting chocolate.
You will have the
Buy your gift.
or having coffee.
Buy your gift card. You will get.
All types, all kinds, all good.
You wanted to say
Yeah,
something?
I wanted to say that I've come to a certain conclusion. Best job ever, just to be a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're a kid, you play, you do whatever, you're demanding.
We have responsibilities.
No
I
responsibility.
disagree.
Not any kid.
Till a certain age, then you become an adult, and that's a completely
Game
different
over.
story.
You missed that time, I
Yeah,
can
I
see.
do. Big-
They get paid a lot of money tasting chocolate.
Yeah, they do.
Like, way higher than a guy who has a master's or something. That's what I heard. Is there
You
any
can always-
specific qualification?
No, I don't think so. I once read it on a Cadbury site, that, not here in Jordan, of course. They were searching for a taste tester. And they
In
were
Cadbury.
Cadbury.
That's a good job.
Yeah, but in UK, not here.
I would travel. Like, why not?
But I already applied. They don't really-
That's better when you travel also.
And they, I think they give you money so you can also insure your tongue in case burns or whatever.
Oh.
With less.
But I think the best job is, which is my job, human resources, because you can never find a company without human resources.
Yes.
Yeah, you cannot find a company without human resources, but I believe you, at certain time, you have to face a huge stress or strain. Like my old company, the HR, I was sitting with her last week. She needs to terminate people. So what do you need to tell people?
I'll send letters and that's
Yeah, this is not. It's not the
Because
way.
at some level, you have
At a certain, yeah.
at some level you have to. The company I work with, we work with projects. The St. Regis project.
Morocco, this is the Emirati company.
Yeah. And nowadays we're terminating engineers with huge years of experience, 10, 15, and because the project is about to end, and they know that's easy. But when you're terminating people with,
That sucks.
yeah.
It's the worst job in the world, terminating people.
No, yeah, well, yeah, kind of. I don't
I
know.
believe you enjoy it.
I do. Pretty much. Not that I terminate people. My manager do that. I just
Just to
Do
prepare
that.
the
no, I prepare experiences and money and based on Jordanian law, which is awesome.
But I believe one of the most difficult jobs are the HR.
No, it's not. It's quite easy. It's the easiest job ever.
How come? Just you need to meet people, interview them. Just you need to pick the, how can I say, the most good guy among them, and will fit the, or just it's about what's the connection here. Or
Yeah, I think that happens a lot, but there's criteria.
Yeah, sure.
Well, actually, the word you were looking for, interceding.
interceding,
Yeah, interceding. That-
seeding.
Yeah.
This is Wasta.
Yes, that. Interceding. Interceding.
Really?
That's the
Interceding?
most proper word.
Yeah,
for it.
it's INTERCEDE. Interceding.
Interceding.
Intercede.
Exactly.
Good.
Story of my life.
Huh?
I mean,
It's
tell
good
me
word to
about
know.
it.
It's
I
good
know
word to know.
It's everybody's struggle. Yeah. Welcome to Jordan.
Okay,
Yes,
so
you speak a good English. It's American English. You
Well,
have to
yeah,
be
I'm
there.
doing it on purpose because I can go British accent, but it's I think it's more articulate.
Can you go on a British accent because I have an
Yeah,
IELTS exam
no.
next week.
Okay, I'm not trying to dominate the conversation.
No, no, don't
I want
dominate it.
each
I like
one
your
of you
English.
to have the opportunity. Well, it would sound like this. So, would you like some water? Would you like a tea? Cup of tea? I don't know. Actually, take
Isn't
somebody. I gotta talk to somebody. So it's like in the American accent, it's talk, walk, but the British accent is just like woke and tote. And tote, boat, thought, lot. Oh well, I'm not trying to. Thank you. Somebody else.
okay, so anyway, we were talking about best. Do anyone else have an example about the best job? What?
I have two examples.
Oh, okay.
One of them is not real.
Not real. Okay.
To be, if there is a job to be a tourist.
Actually, there is.
Tourist?
Like
You can be a guide, not a tourist.
no, like these people who do YouTube videos and travel, and they get money for that. You get sponsors,
Yeah.
so it's not late.
I believe in
Yeah. I may think of that.
there are many people in the Instagram or I don't know the
But they have
application.
sponsors.
Yeah, just
Just
they ask them to go to visit one hotel or stay 2 nights there, just posting their videos over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are many. And
Tell
just
me where-
visit this
tell me how to get this
restaurant and stay 1 hour. Just we will give you
What they
money.
call them?
I don't know.
Influencers. They are influencers.
Promotioners.
They do have name. I believe in the YouTube there are many videos showing these
How to
people.
become like this.
You need to be a famous, a fame, yeah. But it needs a
They
lot of
will
money.
pay for you too.
And you need so many followers. And,
So it's
social,
not
yeah.
No, it's easy actually. Don't.
Like
To be famous.
On social media, anyone is famous. I think. You look at people; they're like many of them are silly. They're not doing anything useful, interesting.
Take certain kind of personality or character to enjoy. Yeah. They
But
don't
to
want
be
to send
positive
somebody
all the
to
time.
just keep eating. Yeah, exactly.
You
You
become
gotta
famous
act like
for
someone.
the-
No, just I saw a video about someone who he was posting, and he's still posting, just luxurious car and stuff. He needs to buy Ferrari, Lamborghini, these cars, these type of cars, putting a bottle of beers or what wine, and taking then traveling to Dubai or whatever, then posting his, then he will get so many likes or something like this. I don't know in the Instagram.
It's not
or-
made for.
Huh?
It's not made for one like us. It's made for those who can afford to.
Yeah, who can
to
afford
waste
to
their
spend
money, to squander their fortune. So it's kind of marketing.
Yeah, it is marketing.
Yeah, for me, it's not the right way to be famous. I will not go silly.
So what is the right
To be
way?
famous.
What is
What is
the
the right way?
yeah, what is the second job you had in your mind?
The second job.
Yeah.
To work at NGO like me, no? Because if you work with the refugees or مش poor. Anyway,
Poor means not really someone who doesn't have money. Like, I hit my arm. Oh, poor Ahmed. Miskin. Those who are unlucky, regardless of the financial status.
So you feel the joy when you help them.
Oh, that's interesting. And
I follow Muna's lead in 2 jobs. So my dream job is like to get paid for sleeping.
oh,
I was thinking about it.
I can sleep like 10, 14, 16 hours.
wow. So you want to be a millionaire?
Yeah. my mom always telling this. And I love my job because I'm a quality coach. So I want to like to help people and to support them to
In what field?
in the corporate field of the basic
Quality of what? I'm sorry.
quality assurance.
Okay.
Quality assurance. So in
Like
this
quality of training, quality
Yes.
of products.
Quality of what?
Yeah. Training. I think
Training.
it's in different fields. Like now I'm working in the e-commerce company. Judici.
Oh, service quality.
Exactly. Yes. Not a quality life coach. It's like a service coach. Like
You're an officer. Quality officer.
now I'm the training and quality assurance manager, but I love the role of the coach who support people and who will give
I'm a
them.
coach. Forget about it.
No,
You pour your heart to them,
Yes.
man, and just sometimes they don't
because
like it.
people, at the beginning of my career, like actually people supported me at the beginning, and now like with the youth people, they need support to be on track. So this is what we do, and I really love what I'm doing.
Is there any track here?
Mhm.
We were seeing the people on the track, but the problem there's no track. Sorry to say this, I believe everybody here just agree with me. There's no
Yeah,
track
sure.
here.
No, there is
100%.
because from the experience you will learn and you will get your bonds will get solid.
I believe there is a close circle that to get a job you need an experience,
Yes.
and to get an experience you need the job.
Yes.
So I don't know how to just enter this circle.
Just
Just
take into your consideration. She's having a job. She's getting paid. And
she's
Yeah.
satisfied.
once she's jobless,
Yes,
Yeah,
it's different.
you'll get a different answer.
different point of view. Yeah. exactly.
okay. So anyone
disagree
else
with
wants
me
I
too.
disagree with you
Yes, definitely.
about what?
about the circle.
Because at the beginning of your
Just
life,
actually
you
with
work
this-
If you
agree or
want to do
disagree, I
something,
believe.
you can do.
Also, I think also what
You study.
like and motivation and hard work.
You study at university. You can take courses. You can start with any job, so you can have experience. Then you continue on the track. It's not
If you don't
that.
have written wow, you have ourselves and you have our
I don't want to be mean. Sorry,
For me.
sorry. Just I was working in the construction side.
yeah.
So most of the engineers are, really, we are mean.
Yeah.
We are so much
You have
aggressive.
to,
Yeah.
yeah.
We have to do just to control the situation and the site over there. Sorry, I believe she knows,
Everywhere like that.
she deals with the construction side. Engineer. Yeah, we are very good. Yeah, we are good.
كتير فيتامين واو عندنا.
Yeah.
Overflowing.
So yeah, because you are working in the NGOs, I believe we just changed the.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
we're going with the flow. It's
So
okay.
let's go with the.
If everyone is interested, we're going with the flow. If
just I don't want
I'm trying
to
to figure out whether you're just a pessimistic guy or a cynical guy.
What's the meaning of what
Both.
Well, I
Yeah.
think he's cynical rather than pessimistic, personally.
He is cynical. Well, it's far worse than what I thought.
Yeah. Okay, give us the meaning of
Okay,
what is.
cynical is a person who does not believe in people. That person, male or a female, would think that there's no good in the society. Everybody's selfish. People are driven by bad, thoughts or whatever. So a cynical does not believe in the society and the benevolence of the society. So that's a cynical. But a pessimistic guy would say, it won't work.
I need the treatment.
Yeah. No. You'll get better.
with Hussan there, she's a psychologist.
Yeah.
So
It's the reality.
First
The reality.
3 sessions on me, on the house.
But I believe the companies, as a job, you have, you need to create rehabilitation center in the company. After you after you terminate the, yes, you need
Some big companies
adapt
have
to the society again.
But this is like,
Yeah.
If they care for them at first,
Hmm?
so just they terminate them just like this, without any considerations.
Sometimes
No.
termination is
So-
to you, to anybody.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. It's good to be terminated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Challenge.
Maybe
You see a new horizon.
yes, exactly.
it
may
depends
give
on the
you
person,
another
I think.
chances.
Believe me, I've got terminated many times in my life, and I like it. Just like, new beginning.
but that's you. Like many people consider it like a bad thing. They get pressed.
finding another job is not
It's not easy. It's not always easy. Depends on your.
By the way, just I didn't get terminated. Just to not to
Seriously down.
Yeah.
Down.
Just I can show you my resignation letter. Yeah, wallah, really. You want I can show you my resignation. And then, huh? You don't believe?
No, I don't believe you.
هذا شو ماشي شو profile
So I can give you my resume.
Sure. Maybe in our next project, not this one, because we're terminating people.
Just give me the opportunity to get terminated. Just
Maybe I will.
You have to stay away from them.
Yeah.
Okay, so who has another idea about the best job? What it could be? Ruqayya.
We, as engineers, as I'm an engineer, I have master degree in computer engineer embedded systems. We are not allowed to say better or best without defining a standard. So, we are talking about the best job. You mentioned nice jobs. Who doesn't want to taste chocolate or
Chocolates.
try jacuzzi and get paid for that, or travel, or just to go to a restaurant and say, okay, it's nice, and put a photo on Instagram or whatever. But actually, when we are talking about best, what is the standard? From my point of view, it is after all an opinion. From my point of view, the best job should be something, anything, without mentioning a specific job, anything that you like, anything that you enjoy, and it has a good influence on people. It inspires people, it makes their lives better, whatever your job was. And from the, let's say, the financial point of view, I don't like jobs at all. It's better to have your own business, so you will start everything from the very beginning and be responsible for it. This is the ideal situation as I see it, without deciding any specific job.
Very diplomatic
I
answer.
think so far.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
I
really
agree
good.
with you.
My choice was the smartest. I said, I want to be a kid. Because when you're a kid, you don't worry about money. You don't worry about your dining. Or
Yeah, but
whatever.
if you're a kid in South Africa, for
Huh?
example.
Slow and careful.
Also, it's a dream, and the dream is going to an end. So
It's the best job ever. But does that include the housewives? Because it is a job. Your definition. Does it include the housewives? Because it's a job.
Yes, if she enjoys it and this is what she thinks it's better
It's a
for
great
her,
job.
yes.
This is the ugliest
Why
job
not?
in the world.
Why not?
She wants to show off.
I would like to be a house.
But listen, it's
Why?
the worst job ever, honestly. For me, like going
Housewives
outside the house.
should be respected because
Yeah,
to me it's a real great job.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
It's a difficult job.
It is the most
To raise
difficult
children, to
job.
take care of home.
Exactly.
24 by 7.
Without a
24 by 7.
To waste her
I
life
believe what-
serving.
I lived as an expat outside. It's not easy to keep the home clean, to cook for yourself, to keep your clothes, to keep yourself neat.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, to keep your husband just looking.
But I think if we are talking about the hardest jobs, we are turning to hardest job, just like being a housewife or whatever. But when I come to my job as a teacher, it's the
Stressful.
Yes, it is.
let's say mostly the hardest
You are
one.
raising
Exactly.
and taking care of the
So-
generation.
What topic?
English.
English.
So
For which
uh,
age?
you can count from my kid, third grader, to the 12th graders. But I think as an engineer or any, let's say a physician or what kind of job, any kind of job, you deal with materials. So if you install them in a wrong way, there's a way that
fix.
tells you this is wrong. It needs to be fixed in another way or to be installed in another way. But when you come to dealing with the construction of minds, so you are constructing mind, so a human mind, so it is the most complicated something found ever. So
Especially with this generation.
exactly. So you have to be, let's say, you have to have a lot of patience to just to deal with them, with their moods, with their just to control them. The most significant thing is, or the most important thing is how you are, let's say, managing the classroom. So I believe those people who are, let's say, making fun of teachers to some extent, even the strongest policeman with his pistol cannot stand in front of 30 students and stay still for 15 minutes.
I've been in your
You're
shoes.
right. I'm agree with
Yes.
you.
So,
But
so
let's change the subject.
You have to be very patient.
but
What's the high bid? Let's look for the high bid.
no.
Jokes.
I believe, as Ms. Ruqayya said, my students, let's say after they finish Tawjihi or before that or on the next step, they ask, what do you advise me to study as a major after the school? I tell them just what she said, something you like, something you have a plan to be there, and you see yourself there, and there are two things, let's say, you and the major you are studying. After you finish, there will be a good mixture. So this mixture, which becomes you later on, how is it? How it will be? Let's say some of them, I tell them to study engineering because he is very good in mathematics or physics. But he says there are a lot of engineers. I keep telling them,
There are a lot of Jordanians.
no. I keep telling them it's a lot of people are engineers, but let's say some of them who are good engineers. So you have to be the good of your major. You have to do it very well. You have to have passion to that thing you are doing next in your, let's say, lifetime career.
I believe there is
So-
a proverb for what you were saying. الشهادة للجميع والعلم لمن أراد. I
Exactly.
believe
translating.
While I'm doing it, I might suggest a question to everybody. Who feels underestimated at their job?
Oh,
Underestimated?
Who feels?
I think-
Anybody? Yeah, you
I
can
was
As
tell us. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I was
I
feeling
think-
underestimated until I resigned. Then I feel okay. They are more of us. So I feel that
I
okay,
think
someone
you-
is now value me.
I think the word underestimated is not, let's say, accurate. What I feel is sometimes you have more energy or more capabilities than the position you are in. But let's say the hierarchy does not allow you to go above because,
Correct.
it is related to other people, to the circumstances, to the budget. This is the situation.
Yeah.
But I cannot say that.
She's a good manager, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's a good manager. Yeah, she's still giving just
Diplomatic answer,
I
yes.
wanted-
She can run project management. Yeah.
I wanted to provoke them to speak from the heart. So when you ask somebody to talk about such a thing, they usually speak from the heart. So
From
we
own
haven't
experience.
heard from them. Please give them a chance. Give them an opportunity.
you please give them a chance. I mean, like, not you. I mean, you, like
all of
here,
us.
this side.
I'd like to hear from you
Sorry.
guys. Who feels under, even as a student?
You are in often
Society.
Yeah, you're not.
just inviting people. This is she has the full ability. By email or letter?
Good person to be.
Okay, so let's switch the topic for
High jobs. Let's find.
high paid. It's different. Like it's there is no opinions. I want something with opinions, with different opinions. So we hear different opinions. So I think, what do you think is the worst job for you? Like for you personally, what would be the worst thing to do? yeah, I'm trying to give other people a chance. So you will be later.
For me, the worst job that you go to work and you do nothing and get paid.
yeah,
Coming on Saturday.
yeah, that's bad job.
Working on Fridays.
What?
Working on a Friday is a bad job.
Where?
Working on Fridays.
Ah, on Friday.
Fridays is a bad job.
Yeah, that's really bad job.
Fridays is half-half. Friday, and you feel like everyone is at home, just chilling and with their relatives and sleeping, and you're outside working. Like, I'm not part of this world. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll describe it. To bear responsibility, especially for people. I don't want to be responsible about nobody
Mm-hmm.
because I barely can be responsible
I
about
like that
myself.
you are expressing everything. I'm thinking, yeah, you are responsible for people. This is the worst job. As
Yeah.
the teacher,
Yes.
as supervisor or engineer, manager.
Human resources manager.
She likes what she
You're
doing.
responsible about a whole staff, their
Yes.
performance, their
Yes.
satisfaction, their
Yes.
promotion.
But human resources works on regulations and rules.
Process. This is a process.
Process, yes.
But you're not a machine.
Well, no, you're not a machine, but
She's forced to be a
by
machine.
following the rules, you're making sure you're fair enough with everyone.
Sometimes you're forced to be a machine. Believe me, there were times you really felt bad about me. You're trying to deny it, but I can see that in your
I
face.
still feel bad about people.
Feels
I
happy.
still feel bad about them, but this is their job. They chose to be engineers. At some level, everything is gonna end, not
Oh,
just.
shit, it's a bad job.
I think yes, to some extent, yes.
Easily.
Well, it depends.
About because of the project.
Yes. Working in a project is the worst job ever.
Yes, construction site is the worst job.
Yeah.
I can.
You make
I
a lot
can-
of money.
Huh?
Making buildings.
Yeah. Just
You're here to complain. You want us to think that, oh, he's a poor guy. No, you're making a lot of money. You're going to fancy restaurants. Yeah, we know.
No, frankly saying. Yeah, there is a lot of money in the
What
project.
kind of car do you have?
Huh?
What kind of
Avanti, what do I have?
No, I think this math
that's-
engineering, being an engineer or a doctor, it came to an end at
Yeah.
this time. But for me, I can, let's say, I get paid better than a doctor and an engineer even. So my brother, we have in the family, let's say, 20 engineers and 8 doctors.
Not
But
all engineers get paid a lot of money.
yes, not all of them. Not all of them are paid good salaries.
In my opinion, the very worst job is being a doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Haram. You
Well,
study
it
for
depends
life.
actually. Like, I don't know. Like, for me, it depends. If you work with children, yeah.
With everyone.
If they're between 5 and 16, that would be the worst job for me because I can't handle.
It's very stressful working with
What
patients
kind of
24/7.
doctor?
Yes. What kind?
What kind of doctor?
I'm a
General
general practitioner. Yeah.
The other day, I was coaching a doctor. He was one of my trainees, and he got a phone call. He's a surgeon, and he responded. He said, "Yeah, you cut the tongue," and he spoke in Arabic, and he said, "أقطع اللسان من السدلة." Holy moly! Wow! What was that? And I was shocked. I was speechless. I said, "Well, this is my job. It's okay. Let's get back to whatever we were doing." Yeah, it'd be a tough job. I can't handle it.
But I believe the most tough job is to fight with time.
Mm.
If you have deadline,
I want to be a dermatologist. It's one that, I have a
The name?
Which-
No, sometimes
laboratory.
dermatologists have burns and have something very horrible.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not all the time.
Certain areas.
Not all the
I don't want to go
Because
there.
you always in blood and
Yeah.
urine.
Well, I think. Yeah, it can be. I think the worst job, like for
Germs.
yeah, for me is the job where you have, like for me, the worst job for me would be, so I go somewhere, I stay in a small room or even in a big room at the same place the whole time until the end of the workday. That would be like a nightmare for me.
Very enjoyable. Sitting on an office
It's not the worst.
Yeah.
for 8 hours.
Really?
But I think at first when we get graduated from the university, we feel, let's say, satisfied with our majors to some extent when we are joining the certain job for the first time. But after that, we start to like our jobs. That we are all of us are talking about the good things in our jobs, on their jobs. So let's say each one of us try to, let's say, convince himself to somehow or to, let's say, when I first joined the Ministry of Education, it was it was a nightmare. I hated myself. I hated everything. I tried to let's say to find to study another major and to let's say to convert to accounting because I like this field of business. But unfortunately I couldn't go on. I started to like my job because each of us, if he finds some good place to work in, and if he finds some people who push him forwards and who praise them and let's say encourage them to do good things. Now every year I get let's say my report 96, 92, 93. I do extra things, extra jobs, extra works, let's say. I participate with my students in different, let's say, competitions. I started to like it. I started to have the passion for my job, for my students. So I tried it. Let's say it's all about experience. If you have the good experience in your major, and if you have arrived to the point that the point of realization where you are. So this point. If anyone reaches this point, I think he will be, let's say, someone who is point at in his
I believe
job.
everybody has their own philosophy, going in their life. I really enjoyed the way you expressed yourself, but I want to hear from Ahmed. Actually, we're at least we Ahmed, and
Yeah.
I'm the only Ahmed who's talking. So please. What do you do for a living?
He doesn't want to speak, I think. He's just looking down and is like, leave me alone, leave me.
I flirt with everybody, so you're the next victim.
Okay, so who thinks who wants to tell us what is the worst job for them also?
Ahmed and
Ahmed?
after that can
What about the
Yalla,
worst
Ahmed.
meal?
Ahmed and
Worst what?
Meal.
Meal?
So this is also a different model.
That's
Different
real.
now. It's different.
One question.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep talking about jobs, or we're not gonna switch something?
Because I want to switch subject, but the sad thing is the time is getting it's finishing, so there's no time to start the topic and just to cut in the start. So yeah, because we spent much time on this. Yeah. So
I like it. I hope I didn't bother anybody. This is my first time. Wonderful experience.
Next time.
next time you don't want to speak. No? Okay, well, how about you, Shaima? What? Now you're shy?
Job stuff is very simple.
Okay, Ruqayya.
For me, anything which is routine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working for the same job, let's say, for several years. At some times, I loved my job because there was lots of projects, lots of action, and you have no time to rest. I think that I'm not doing anything. But this time is not going all the time. We have periods of stability where there is no new project, nothing, just monitor the running systems and make sure they are not broken.
You're on the
And
autopilot.
you saw at this period, I start to actually hate my job because I want to do something new after all. Yes, I want to rest and do something else and enjoy my time, maybe browse or learn a new thing. But at the same time, I like to get involved always and be up to date on new projects. So anything which is routine, even in my same job, I didn't change the job for a few years. The same job, at some points I hated it, at some points I loved it. So it depends.
Here we are talking about your job.
Yeah.
Don't
I
spend
hate
so
my
much
job
time.
and I love my job.
Yeah,
It's not optional.
no, but at a
It's
certain
mandatory.
point, you just don't spend more than 8 hours per day in a job.
How? Really, my question is
No.
how to just leave everything and leave, or
You don't need to leave because you have your life. You need to just
No,
to
actually,
fulfill.
at some point I worked
Sometimes you
to
can't.
48 hours continuous.
This is a mistake, I believe. This
It's
is
not
your
a
own.
mistake.
Just I
It
work.
is something, let's say, something that has been done. You have a deadline and you have to do it.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
I think you are writing in your resume. I work under pressure, so you have to delete it.
Yes, you have to delete. Actually, you
I've
have to
never
delete.
written that. I've never written that.
You don't work under pressure. Nobody can work under pressure. At a certain point, you will crack.
Yes.
Yes, you can work for 1 week, 1 month, 2 months.
It
After a
is
certain
continuous,
point,
yes.
You will
But
crack.
if it is once, let's say, every few months or every 1 year, you can work.
I worked in a mega project for 6 years.
Okay.
Can you believe? You cannot work under pressure for 6 years.
No, for 6 years under pressure, no, it's not. Of
At a
course.
certain point,
Depends on what kind of pressure you're talking about.
Yeah.
time.
A nasty
Yes.
boss or whatever. I can't hold it. I mean, I can't stand it.
Time. The most difficult pressure is the time. You are facing time. You need to control the manpower, the resources.
Your life is controlled by time, so why do you worry
Because
yourself
we are, can you
of
believe
it?
we are controlled by time. And we are trying to control it.
Your bosses have to understand that they have to weigh quality versus quantity. You can't have both.
But that's impossible, I think, here in Jordan. I mean.
No.
For
so-
the most of
the most,
jobs,
yes, but
like
you
they
can
can't-
find it. You can find it. You can find quality.
I'm not a hard worker. I don't like to work hard. And I'll give you a marvelous outcome of my job, whatever I do.
Efficiency, maybe.
Just don't stress me. Don't stress me. And you'll get the best ever. Just leave it alone. I hate to say, okay, I can handle working under pressure. No, I can't. And we were told to write, okay, I can work under pressure, and
It's good to
I'm
be honest.
ambitious. Don't be a parrot. Just figure out your own capabilities, and then just speak
People
from the
are
heart.
different.
Exactly.
I think there are two types of pressure. One which is good, where you face new things on daily basis, but they are managed in a good way. This is a good pressure. No one can deny it, unless he does not want to learn anything new. And the bad pressure, which comes actually from bad project
I
management.
think we have personal
This
differences.
is what he is pointing at. The bad pressure, no one likes it, especially alone.
Yeah, we're not the same. We're hardwired, to eat, sleep, and whatever. But when it comes to cognition or perception, we're completely different
Yes, of
stories.
course.
It has to do with the way you've been raised. It has to do with nature, environment surrounding you. What is your number in the family? Like you're the first child or whatever. So it's not that easy. You don't have like a description or a way of raising people or training people. We have personal differences.
I think pressure is all the same, whether you work in a construction company or you work as I don't know, with refugees. Exactly. But it's how you perceive it and how you handle it. That's
Thank you.
Oh, so we went there. Okay, so I think
Time is up, yes.
our time is up, and well, thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed it, and for everyone, I would like